Tanya has gathered the Murphy family for tea in the quiet room. At lunchtime, Tanya tested to see whether using an ice cream cone, which Isaac will happily eat, would provide an incentive for him to eat his pureed roast dinner without distractions. It didn't work, and Isaac's tears were too much for Dad Steve to cope with.
Does want the cone?
As a more routine exercise to discover whether Isaac and Jacob have a problem with feeding or food itself, Tanya has set up a picnic.
You want to lots, isn't there? And it's just really, we're going to make food fun. Mummy and Daddy are anxious, we're having a laugh. You know,
okay, right.
We could put maybe now, to model nice, we're not anxious behaviour, if you just kind of eat as well, to get really positive associations with Mummy, Daddy, food.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
My finger in it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Ready, steady.
Dip, dip.
You show me. Push my finger in. Oh, no! Where shall I put it? Shall I put it on here?
No! Look, watch.
Oh, no! Can you see how anxious he is about food? Yeah. So we're not going to push him, because we don't want to push him. We're just going to, over the next few days, we're just going to keep introducing gently. If you can even try and get him to dip his fingers into something that he doesn't like. What it seems to me is...
He's never touched toast before.
Wow!
Is that for me?
Wow, clever boy! Look at this!
Is it for me or on the plate?
Show him how you peel it off.
Not loads.
Yeah, show him how, that's a good idea. Show him how you peel
They
it
are,
off.
look, egg ready. Whoa! One for Eggert.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One for Mummy.
I'm going to just have a watch, if that's OK. So lots of fun. Whatever goes in, goes in. The aim isn't to force it in, it's just to have a lot of fun.
OK.
You ready? OK.
Good. Wow.
This is a nice start. Desensitising a child and his parents to their most feared object, which in the case of Isaac is food.
In my mouth.
Do you like jelly? Ooh! There we go.
I'm like, oh.
There you go.
Oh,
It's jelly.
Do you want to put some in Eggert's mouth? Taste it.
Ooh, it's wibbly wobbly.
There was a very different picture at lunchtime.
Steve has recognised that it's his anxiety that's getting in the way of him pushing his son on. But for me, I think it was really interesting to see Paula as well, because Paula, I think, became really strong and tough in that moment and suddenly thought, I can do this.
How common is it for children to have some sort of food problems, and how do parents, or how should parents get them to eat new foods?
There's lots of studies around food problems, and it's estimated that about 15% of preschoolers will be reported by their parents as having fatty eating problems. In some studies it goes up to 25%. These parents are not alone, but often parents are very, very ashamed of talking about their children's eating, and they feel that they failed, so people tend to keep it very secret. So it often is quite severe before parents will seek help from somebody like me, because they feel ashamed that they can't feed their child properly.
What about saying, like, it's really good for you? Like, I do that with my kid. Oh, that's going to make you really strong if you eat that spinach.
Well, if it's positive and they feel it's a positive really good, that's great, because you're making it into a game, you know, he thinks, oh, you know, muscles and all that. But if it's like, it's really good for you, come and eat it, it's really good for you, it's like, that's what then happens. So it's not so much what you say, it's the way you say it and the way you present it. It's about giving space, being relaxed, letting them think, hey, nothing bad's going to happen if you eat it, but nothing bad's going to happen if you don't. You need to broaden your child's food range out from what they are eating, but by generally introducing foods that are familiar to them, but a little bit different. So if they'll eat a biscuit, try and find a different kind of biscuit they'll eat, and then slowly, slowly you can extend the range out.